Thank you for joining me for another video. I bought these Stone Garrison boots in olive Minerva box on the first day of their release in 2023. We're now in April 2024. If you haven't had a look at the video that I did when I got these, have a look at that. It goes through what I think the boot is about. In the thumbnail to this video you will see a photo, and many thanks to Sean Kissane, of some damage that he did to his identical boots. What I'm going to look at now is the pros and cons, what it's like living with these boots, and I suppose critically, would I buy them again, maybe in a different colour. When I first started wearing the boots at the beginning of January this year, I knew that I was going to Dublin for 5 or 6 days, and I thought I really need to break these in because I would like to take them to Dublin, not least because they're green and Ireland and all that. I maybe stupidly decided to walk over the countryside. My thoughts on that was I didn't want to be pounding hard on the concrete, and it would be nice to walk on the over the grassy fields. The problem, of course, is the grassy fields in England in January are very wet and muddy, and these boots turned almost black. They were full of mud. I ended up having to cross a stream, and I thought I've ruined them. As you can see, I didn't ruin them. They cleaned up really well. I did put some Venetian conditioner on there. There's still a little bit of white bloom, which we saw when it was new, and I don't know whether that's going to develop further. The problem that Sean had was he really clipped the boot. I think it was probably somewhere around here, and he's really damaged the surface of the leather. It didn't work out quite as I would have imagined it would have done. It looks quite bad, and I'm really sorry for him on that. That suggests to me that whilst they may be the Garrison boot, you certainly wouldn't want to go to war in these. What about my trip to Dublin? Worked out really well. The worst thing about it was security at the airport. I didn't have a shoehorn with me. This is from Abbey horn, it's real cow horn from England. But the problem at security is really also the reason why I swapped out the laces. It's very difficult to get these boots on and off, and some people will say, well, don't use the top eyelet, and that's probably good advice. They are very difficult to get on and off. I've never used a shoehorn before, but absolutely necessary with these. It's a bit of a faff. The original laces that came with them, which are these, I really didn't get on with. They complement the boot very well, but trying to thread them through the eyelets was a terrible job. These are much better. As you can see, I tried various laces that I bought on Amazon. Some I rejected, like this, for the colour. It really didn't look like that on the computer screen. The others, they simply didn't work. I'm reasonably happy with these, not totally delighted, but these are okay. The break-in, minimal break-in. As you can see, the tongue is getting the usual sort of wear on it, but as people will know, city walking is tiring. You're walking a long way, you're pounding concrete all day, you're walking up and down stairs, you're sitting on public transport, and in my case in theatres and other venues in constricted positions, and they perform really well. I thought I would be coming back with blisters all over my feet. Didn't happen. This leather is very forgiving. The question is, would I buy them again? The honest answer is no, I wouldn't. I'm glad I've got these, but I wouldn't go for another colour. The styling is epic. The leather is something else. The putting on and taking off experience, that is something else as well. This is not the sort of boot that you suddenly decide, oh, I'll put this on because I'm going to nip down to the shops for half an hour. You just don't do that. So overall, I'm delighted with the buy, but my next Grant Stone purchase is probably going to be, like everyone else, the diesel boot. Thank you very much for watching, and please check out my other heritage boot and hiking boot reviews.